Even though I've always tried to be a virtuous and good wife, I ended up secretly entangled with a handsome young man. I never imagined that a moment of indulgence could push my once harmonious little family into an abyss from which there's no return. My name is Anna. I'm a graceful middle-aged woman. I have a lively, adorable child and a successful husband. Our growing wealth allowed me to buy a luxury villa in the suburbs, but a sudden storm completely shattered this warm and peaceful life. That day, I went to the city to shop as usual, but a violent wind suddenly hit me, throwing me off balance and making it almost impossible to stand. I waved my hands desperately, hoping to hail a taxi, but no car stopped. Helpless, I had no choice but to drag my tired body forward. As if fate were mocking me, the raging wind knocked me into the arms of a handsome young man. And just like that, the gears of fate quietly began turning in this unexpected encounter. I staggered to his side, hoping he could help me flag down a taxi, but things didn't go as planned. Alan angrily kicked a manhole cover aside, and the ridiculous scene made me stifle a laugh. But when I looked down at my knees, I realized they were already covered in blood. Seeing this, Alan warmly invited me to his apartment to tend to the wound, indicating that his place was just upstairs. Although I was extremely reluctant, his deep, charming eyes captivated me. I gave up the taxi in front of me and followed Alan into the building, unaware that this small action would completely change my fate. The broken elevator in the building felt like a warning bell, striking at my uneasy heart. I tried to find a balance between reason and impulse, but Alan's urging felt like an irresistible force, pulling at my emotions and making me unconsciously arrive at his door. The moment I stepped inside, I was stunned by the scene. The apartment was filled with all kinds of books, and the scent of time and old paper lingered in every corner. I realized Alan was a moderately successful bookseller. His gentle words and proper manners left a good impression on me, but my vigilance didn't lessen. I went straight to the bathroom, locked the door, and tended to my wound. Once my wound was treated, I was about to leave, but Alan curiously prepared some boiled tea for me. My mind, however, was still on my child, who had just finished school. I borrowed his phone to check on my son. Little did I know, my composed manner and graceful presence had already stirred ripples in his heart. As I carefully dialed the number, Alan quietly brought ice and applied it to my wound. The sudden, intimate gesture made my heart flutter. Panicked, I wanted to leave immediately, but Alan clearly had no intention of letting me go that easily.